Drakloak puts in the absolute finest of work. This game is so exciting. I cannot wait for you guys to see this. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle versus Pokemaster88 from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There is a link in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Okay, Chris has brought a pretty powerful looking team. He's got a Jumpluff, Scovillain, Lycanroc-Midnight form, Indeedee female, Grumpig, and a Cacturn of all things. Love it, love to see it. No ground types, which means Magneton is going to have a really fun time. So I'm going to lead off with Magneton, get a nice and powerful Volt Switch off from whatever they would lead with. They probably lead off with the Lycanroc to get the Stealth Rocks up, in which case we'll just go straight into Quaxwell. We can Rapid Spin and all that wonderful stuff, so I go from there. Houndoom looks like it's going to be really effective. They've got two Psychics, a Grass type, technically three Grass types. One of them's a Fire type though, so it resists. And the Lycanroc, I think Houndoom's going to put in some work this game, to be honest with you, so let's just see how it goes. And the battle begins. So Chris, the Pokemaster, is going to lead off with Jumpluff, which is a respectable lead, as we led off with the Magneton. Now, they get to put pretty much anything they want to sleep at this point, because of the fact that I'm just going to Volt Switch right off the bat. This will reveal that we're Choice Scarf to them, but it doesn't really matter too much. There we go for a Volt Switch real quick. Magneton, I definitely don't want Magneton to be put to sleep, because Magneton's pretty good against their team, to be honest with you. The Thunderbolts are going to be nice to spam. So the one thing that I really don't care if it gets put to sleep this game is going to be the Oinkologne. So I'm going to go into Oinkologne. I'm going to go into the Pig. The big fat piggy over here. They go for a U-turn. Okay, that's fair enough. They go for a U-turn. They didn't want to put anything to sleep. Maybe they don't have sleep powder on this particular set. You never know. It could be an all-out offensive Swords Dance variant with acrobatics and all that wonderful stuff. So let's see what they go into against old Oinkologne over here. In comes the Indeedee. This is going to be able to set up the Psychic Terrain, which is going to be beneficial for Pokemon like the Grumpig, for example, which can benefit off of the Psychic Terrain's ability to boost Psychic type moves. So, we're in a bit of a pickle. The only thing that I can think really to do here is that either go into our Houndoom. I think Houndoom's probably a good bet, so let's go into Houndoom. Nothing on their team really wants to take a Dark Pulse, really. So we'll withdraw Porky real quick, and we'll go into the Houndoom. This will give us an immunity to their Psychic type moves, so the Psychic Terrain doesn't really matter. And we can scare it out with a nice and powerful Dark Pulse. They did in fact go for a Psychic, so we made the right play, which is always nice to do. Let's go for that Dark Pulse, and let's just get some damage off on something, I guess. I love it when Houndoom puts in work. We haven't been able to get it to work really well this game with this team. But you know what? It's putting in the work today. It KO'd the Indeedee, which is always really nice. I guess they didn't really have the best switching in the world. I mean, we could have either gone for a Flamethrower if they switched Cacturn in. You know, it's not really worth it. So I'm guessing they're going to go into Lycanroc now. Grumpig the Cloud Watcher. So this thing's going to terror on us, isn't it? It's definitely going to terror on us. We can't stay in. It's going to pop a berry. It's going to pop a seed. Psychic Seed? Psychic Seed, boosting its special defense, and it's probably going to terror as well. So, what's our safe switch here? What is our safe switch? I would say probably, if they're going for a Focus Blast, we don't really have a very good safe switch. I would say they probably don't go for a Psychic. They might go for a Tera Blast Fairy, something along those lines. I'm thinking Drakloak could be a good one, because I don't think they'll go Tera Blast Fairy. I think they'll go Focus Blast. So, I'm thinking we just sack the Pig. We'll sack our Pig against their Pig. So they've got two Pigs on the field. The battlefield's looking mighty tasty right now. I'm all drooling and everything over here. Alright, they are going to terror as expected. What type do they terror into though? What type do they terror into? That's the real question. They're going to terror into a nice and powerful Dark type. So definitely would have resisted the heck out of my Houndoom. And we'll probably go for a Focus Blast, right? They go for a Nasty Plot. So they go for a Nasty Plot. That's really unfortunate for us. However, now that they're a Dark type, we are in a bit of a better position, as we can go for a Body Press right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Body Press. They go for a Tera Blast Dark. We should be able to tank at least one of these from a Grumpig. Maybe not. We do tank one. That's good. That's good. And we can get some nice damage off with Body Press, which is always nice. So Body Press came through for us. Piggy's going to come through for us right now. We can't really switch anything in right now, as they go for another Tera Blast, and that's obviously going to be able to destroy us. So, boom. I love the Tera Dark animation. That's pretty awesome. It reminds me of Aeroblast, Lugia's signature move, but like a dark version. So it reminds me of what Shadow Lugia's signature move would be, probably. So, we've got a couple of options here. They have those Steel types. We could easily go into Drakloak right now and fire off a nice and powerful Outrage or something along those lines. I'm not going to do that because I think it's pretty obvious what we're going to do. So I'm going to go for a U-turn, and U-turn should KO the Grumpig from here. If it doesn't, then so be it. They're going to withdraw Grumpig. They don't want to save it for later, which makes a lot of sense. It's one of the few Pokemon that can switch into my Houndoom. They're going to go into Lycanroc over there, the shiny Midnight form Lycanroc, which looks awesome. We'll go for a U-turn. Does a hefty chunk of damage to them. I fully believe that will KO the Grumpig as well, since it is weak to the bug type. Now I'm going to go into my Donald Duck over here. And the reason I'm going into Donald Duck is because we are Eviolites with physically defensive investments. We can definitely take this thing out, even if he wants to go for the likes of the Stealth Rocks. We're going to be able to take it out and go for a Rapid Spin the next turn. They go for a Trailblaze. They're setting up to sweep. They're really trying to set up on my Quaxwell. Well, guess what? Quaxwell doesn't mess around. Let's go for that Liquidation and take out this Lycanroc. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Down goes the Lycanroc. We've got to love it. In comes Jumpluff. So Jumpluff is scary here. It can definitely put us to sleep if it wants to. I would say we go for an Encore just in case it goes for something like Leech Seed. So let's go for an Encore just in case. They go for a Sleep Powder and they miss. We're able to go for an Encore and lock them into Sleep Powder. Not that they were going to go for anything else really. However, this turn I'm just going to let Quaxwell go to sleep. Because Quaxwell, I mean, they've got a Cacturn with Water Absorb, for example. They've got a Scoloville and they've got a Jumpluff. And they've got Liquidation. They've got a nice and powerful Grumpig in the back. So I'm going to let Quaxwell go to sleep. Quaxwell can be the sleepy boy. As now they basically have to switch because we locked them into Sleep Powder. So that's pretty awesome. They probably go for... Let's burn a turn of sleep and go for a Liquidation real quick. They do withdraw, as you would expect, because they're locked into Sleep Powder and we're playing by Smogon rules. So you can't put something else to sleep. They're going to go into Cacturn, which is fair enough. Cacturn, look at that, nice and shiny as well. It looks great. Looks really cool, that does. Really cool. So now we have to figure out what we're switching into this thing. So we've got a couple of options. For the Grass Resist, we've got the Magneton, of course, but you can't really do anything in return. We've got Houndoom as well, who can go for... But they could have Drain Punch. I'm thinking we go our own Lycanroc here. And the reason for that is because I want to get them Stealth Rocks up. I think they're going to be really useful for the Jumpluff and the Scovillain later on down the line. And it'd be good to get some chip damage off on that Grumpig while it's on its last legs. Another Pokemon, Lycanroc is, for example, that doesn't really do much for our team this particular game. So let's go for a Taunt to stop them from setting up more spikes. They go for a Spiky Shield. Is Taunt going to go through that? Does Taunt go through Spiky Shield? Is it like King's Shield? Looks like it's not. Okay, so that's fair enough. We could have gone for a Stealth Rocks there, but, you know, it's whatever. So let's go for a Stealth Rock now. Stealth Rock comes through now. They probably set up another layer of spikes here, or they go for an attacking move expecting the Taunt to come through. So they go for an Energy Ball, as you would expect. It's going to take us right down to our Sash, no problems there. As now, they probably go for a Spiky Shield again to get the KO. Or they go for a Sucker Punch here. So let's use this opportunity to get our nice and powerful Houndoom in. Houndoom does so much work against their team right now that it's not even funny. So let's go into Houndoom real quick. They've got Spikes, Spiky Shield, Energy Ball, and they've probably got Sucker Punch. More than likely they have Sucker Punch. So we'll go into Cerberus, the Houndoom. There we go, nice and powerful. Hurt by the spikes, unfortunately, as they go for a Sucker Punch, and it fails, of course, because we may as well use Lycanroc for fodder later on down the line if we're going to use it. So I'm going to go for a Flamethrower right now because it will KO pretty much everything on their team except from the Scovillain, maybe. They go for a Sucker Punch just to get some last-ditch damage off before the Cacturn goes down. Unless it's Focus Sashed, it could very well be Focus Sashed. It's not Focus Sashed in this instance, as down goes the Cacturn, which is absolutely amazing for us. Absolutely amazing. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. In comes the Jumpluff. So Jumpluff's an interesting choice here. It does outspeed us. However, it can't put us to sleep. It just kind of has to U-turn on us. I'm guessing they're going to go for an Acrobatics, which will finish us off. So I'm going to sack off Lycanroc here. I think Lycanroc doesn't need to do much here. There we go. I'm going to sack off Lycanroc because Lycanroc doesn't do anything against their team at the moment anyway. So we may as well sack it off because why not? Down it goes to the Stealth Rock, the Spikes. Sorry, it goes down to the Spikes, unfortunately, as we do lose Fullmoon, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. They go for a U-turn. Interesting choice, but it failed, of course. Now I'm going to go into Drakloak, and I'm going to go start ripping into some things here. So I'm going to go to Drakloak real quick. There we go. Drakloak comes in. So I'm guessing they just came to do a U-turn shenanigans there. But let's go for the Outrage real quick. Outrage comes through. Drakloak is winning. Jumpluff goes down. Drakloak putting the work in right now. Putting the absolute work in. So we've got Scovillain and we've got Grumpig left. All we need is to last for 3 turns with this Outrage. That's all we need. So Scovillain comes in. Nice and powerful with that amazing cry. I love Scovillain's cry. It's so cool. They don't have heavy duty boots, which is good to note. We are locked into Outrage as well. So we've got to kind of wait to see what they're going to do. We go for an Outrage. They don't go for anything else. Easily takes out the Scovillain as Drakloak is proving once again what a monster it is. I say once again, I've proved it loads on Showdown. I haven't proved it in a video yet. And we didn't even get confused. Which means we get one more turn of Outrage shenanigans. So let's go for that Outrage one more time against this Grumpig and hope for the best. Outrage comes through. Down goes the Grumpig, and Drakloak finishes up the game. Definitely deserves that spot in the thumbnail up there. I'm going to try and make a really cool thumbnail with Drakloak. I think it'd be really cool. But oh yeah, that was a fun game. That was a really cool one. Yes, a GG Pokemaster 88. Solid team. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.